feel like doing a story time. So, have y'all ever visited somewhere that just feels like home? And I have did that before, but this current location that I'm at is just different. Um, I've been having some real magical experiences that I just feel like is divinely connected. Is how all I can explain it to be. Um, and just having a massive epiphany about I was looking to relocate for a couple of years now, and the place that I had my heart set on, it just never fell through. Like every time that I wanted to position that move or make that move towards that place, it just didn't fit. It was like something kept on going wrong or whatever the case was. But I still love it. I can still always visit it. But this place where I'm currently at, um, I was nudged to come and I came. And also, I'm celebrating my birthday on this Friday, Pisces season. But yeah, it just feels like home. Is That's the best way I could put it. I feel like I could have roots here, plant roots here. The experiences with people, just the things that just been occurring. It just seems magical, is all I can say. And it can sound a bit woo woo to some people, but when you are placed in a season or era of flow, I'm a person that loves control. I love to know what I'm doing, I love to have control over things. But the divine have been slowing me down, have been wanting me to pause on me using this and more so this, moving from the heart space and not from the logical space, okay? And sometimes people will not understand it because it's not for them to understand when it's tied to you and your doings, when the divine will place something on your heart. But of course, it's going to take some more thinking and planning. But like I say, I've been in a place of flow. And I was guided to this place because, like I said, I love to have control over everything. But when I tell you that, when I kept on getting things blocked, paused, just, and I'm thinking, like, what is going on? You know, at a point, I felt like my life was being pranked because it was doors closing that should have never closed, that I felt like. But now I see why. And sometimes when God want to move in your life and do things in your life, sometimes He will have to position things and move things to get you to see. And He will constantly keep on trying to show you signs and stuff like that. But like I say, I've been moving more in easeful flow, the law of detachment. And it can be scary. It could be the unknown can be scary, okay? And sometimes it cannot make logical sense to some people, and that's okay too. All right? This is your life. And it's not about what might make sense to somebody else, okay? I knew 2026 was a year where it was going to cause me to move boldly. Bold. All right? Making bold decisions through faith and knowing that everything always works out for my highest good. And I'm telling you, if you are a person of presence that pays attention to signs, synchronicities, you know, the chain of events that just connects together, that you know that it was nobody but a higher source that connected these things to line up the way that it's lining up. Okay. And I posted earlier about how I was guided to look at my astrography because I was getting nudges about traveling to this place. And when I looked at that, I seen that I had three major planets: Pluto, Mars, and it was something else I can't recall right now. Lines running through this place. That's massive, okay? Massive. And it just makes sense. But this place feel like home. It's so weird that I say this, but this place feel like home. I could really see myself setting up some roots here. But this message was to say sometimes your nudges, your ideas, what you feel in your heart could be leading you to do something that might seem scary, that might not make logical sense, okay? Because the mind can sometimes keep us away from things due to fear, due to not making sense. But sometimes life doesn't make sense until it's meant to make sense, okay? To where you can look back and be like, oh, now I see why I did this. Now I see why I met this person. Now I see why I'm doing this thing, okay? Sometimes we got to move from out of the mind space and more into the heart space and just allow ourselves to feel what is your soul calling you to do in this moment, okay? If fear, if finances, if restrictions or nothing was a factor, what would you do? What would you do right now in your life if nothing was a limit, nothing was a factor? Okay? Once you grab a hold to that, take one step towards it. Because I promise you, the chain of events will line up and it will position itself to work out perfectly for you. Okay? But yeah, I never did a story time. But yeah, I hope you all are having a magnificent day. Follow your nudges because you never know where that nudge is going to lead you. Bye.